Hey everyone, welcome back to the Story World Survival series. I hope everyone's been having a good week, and thank you so much for joining in and vibing and chilling with me as we get some more builds done and we create more stuff in this world. In last episode, we created what's behind me, which is the villager forts. I very briefly touched on the fact that it is basically a prison, but it's a very cozy cottagecore prison where the villagers will be able to safely live and breed, and I'll be able to keep some of my more important trades and the sort of lesser important trades. All the trades are important, but definitely just having a couple villagers around to trade sticks with, to trade rotten flesh with, um, and the villagers that will provide me all my books and possibly gear and everything. They're all going to live here, and it's going to feel super safe and super just set up and real close to my base, because right now we're having to run all the way over that hill to do any sort of trading, which isn't a huge deal, but I definitely wanted to set up some kind of villager encampment in my base, so that way I didn't have to do all that running around. So in this episode, there are two projects that I want to get done, and I think they're kind of related to each other. So first, I need to get some villagers in this encampment, so that way we can start with the breeding process and we can start getting more villagers. The second and more important project is I need to set up an iron farm, because we saw last episode, I think I have about 2 pieces of iron, and I could go mining and look around for some more iron, but really we're at a point where I need to have a renewable, replenishable, infinite supply of iron. I love using lanterns. I need hoppers for redstone contraptions. So it's time to set something up where my iron just kind of flows in AFK without me having to worry about it. So that is definitely the next project too. And I'm trying to decide which one is the better one to jump on. I know that getting the villagers over here will I think that's the more tedious process, because I'm going to have to get them through my base. And one thing that I use a lot in my builds is barrels. And so it's going to be really hard to get them to not associate with all the different barrels that are around my base. I'm not sure how to do that. So that's going to be a little tricky. So I'm thinking the iron farm is probably the way to start, just so that way, we can get that out of the way, and then, it'll just, I don't know, it'll just be an easier project to start, especially because getting the villagers over here will be simpler. The problem is if I put villagers in there and that becomes a village because of the way, the mechanics work, and then I put an iron farm too close to it, it's going to throw off the iron farm. It's not going to work correctly. So I need to sort of brainstorm where I want this iron farm. I was kind of thinking, for simplicity's sake and for the sake of making this easier on myself, somewhere around here might be a good spot for the iron farm. Maybe even like right here could be good. Especially because then I don't have to get the villagers too far. I don't have to get them by my build with the builds with barrels, and we can just sort of get it taken care of, get it banged out, but it's still close enough to my base that it should run while I'm not in it, or while I'm not near it, so I'll still get a consistent supply of iron. So yeah, I think with that said, we can get started on all the different bits and bobs we need for the iron farm. Now, to start, I'm just going to build a really simple, I looked up a tutorial and I'll link it in the description. It's a really simple iron farm. There's not really any moving parts. There's not really any sort of complicated mechanics to it. It's basically just a hole with some villagers next to it, and and a zombie, and that causes the iron golems to spawn in the hole and then get killed by a bucket of lava. So yeah, so we'll get that going. I really don't need a lot for it, and the internal components of the iron farm, I have absolutely no preference on what it looks like or how it's going to be. Honestly, I may even just build it out of dirt just because I have way too much dirt and it'll be super easy to just kind of throw it together that way. So a couple of things I'm going to need for the iron farm. I'm going to need a couple job blocks. Here we go. Probably grab 4 so I can lead them over. I'm going to need a couple beds. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I need wood. I think that should be enough for 3 beds. 4 beds, I'll just make them all. I don't care. I always need a bed. Like, whenever I put down a bed, they just disappear, and then I'm sort of out of luck. I forgot beds don't stack. I need a couple signs, which I should have. I think I've got a couple spruce. I don't really have enough signs. Do I have any signs in my decorative? I've got 9 signs. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's enough, actually. I think that's the right amount. I need some lava. So let's grab a bucket. I'm going to grab all the hoppers because the way that the farm is designed, you kind of have to look into it and like reach over the edge to get the iron out of the chest. And I would like to have the iron, like the chest for iron, sort of off to the side. So that way I can just build like a chute down to it and grab the iron easily. So, and I used all that iron on these hoppers, so I might as well use these hoppers up. So, all right, so we got our job blocks, we got our building blocks. The next thing that they were using, which I'm not 100% sure what the application is of it, but they were using a lot of buttons, which I guess spawn proof the blocks that that the iron golems can't spawn on. So let's just make them all. I don't know how many I'm gonna need. Nope. And then I think that's everything. Beds, job blocks, building blocks. Oh, I think I need some slabs too. So, and I know I've got some. Yeah, I got plenty of slabs. We're good on that. And then just in case, let's grab some scaffolding. And I think that's, oh, and a boat. I need a boat. Just when I had one. Yeah, there we go. Sacrificial boat. And I need some water, actually. So let's grab the other bucket. And let's make a quick infinite water source over there where we're kind of planning on throwing the farm. I hope everyone's having a good week. I hope everyone's happy that we're at the end of it and we can just kind of relax and have a nice weekend. The week has been kind of busy, a little crazy, you know. Work has just continued to ramp up, and it's not a bad thing because I actually prefer to be busy at work rather than sort of hanging out and doing nothing. But it just gets a little tiring when you're just cranking stuff out and it doesn't, you never seem to really catch up. So I've definitely been feeling a little bit of the burn, I guess. but it's good. It's good. Work has been good. And there's definitely lots of fun stuff going on. It was my mom's birthday the other day, so we all got together and we celebrated her birthday. My mom loves grilled cheese and tomato soup. So we made fancy grilled cheese and tomato soup for her birthday dinner, and I absolutely love grilled cheese and tomato soup. It's just like no notes, just perfect, perfect. Oh, sorry, my dog just. I have like this little cat door thing in my basement door that that the previous tenants installed, and my dog is like just big enough to fit through it, but like not really. So when she does squeeze through it, she has to like really worm her body through it. And and she just did squeeze herself through. And normally I don't like having her in the room while I'm recording because she can be really, really loud and she sort of makes like a whole big fuss. But I decided I'm not gonna fight it today because my partner is out of town, so she'll be all alone upstairs, and she'll probably want somebody. She probably wants to hang out with somebody, so we'll just put up with Valerie. Now I know at the end of some of these there's some lava because I'm not really sure where else to get lava from. Yeah, I think this one's got lava at the end of it. Oh. Okay, we've got our lava. Yeah, but if you hear any sort of barking or growling or shaking, that's my dog. She's just kind of she has absolutely no filters and she makes a lot of noise. So her name is Valerie and she's a staffy, so like this like tiny kind of pit bull mix. And we absolutely love her. She was a rescue, and we don't know what we'd do without her, even though she is just absolutely insane. She's only like 3 years old, so she can get really wild sometimes and just bark and wail and sort of jump around, and so it's hard to keep up with her sometimes. But all right, so I think we've got everything to get this iron farm all set up. Let's get back over there. Oh, let's grab a chest and a crafting table just so that way we've got them. I need to eat too, and I might need to spend some time just doing some chores too, just because running a little low on food, so I don't want to run out halfway through this build and have to, breed up some cows and do that whole rigmarole. All right, some this and this, and let's get over there. But yeah, I hope everyone's week is going well, and I hope either school's going well or work's going well. I don't know. I've been so removed from the realm of school, I don't even know if this is like a time when finals are happening or, people are busy with assignments. I graduated in 2016, so I've been out of school for some time now, so I don't have to really worry about that. Okay, so I might want to grab actually some more dirt to flatten this, or I guess I could bring this down one level. Yeah, let's do that because that'll be easier than having to bring everything up. Oh, and why don't I turn on my replay so that way if this gets tedious we can throw this into some replay footage and it'll be a little less boring, I guess. Hey, you guys. How you doing? What's going on? All right, let's get this over with, shall we? Shall we? So tired of you guys. We got those guys all taken care of. All right, so we have opened up a pretty significant amount of space here. Now, I did just notice as I was flattening out this terrain that there is a cave right here. And I've heard tell that if you do an iron farm too close to a cave like this, you may end up with iron golems spawning in the cave. So I'm going to try to set it as far back over here as possible. So I need to kind of map this out a little bit. It's got to be, let's do probably about here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. All right. So that's going to be 1 block deeper, and that's going to be the pit in which the iron golems spawn in. And then there needs to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sort of chamber here. And this is where the villagers are going to live and do their thing. And I'm pretty sure this is where... Oh, I put it all down. That is where the job blocks and everything are going to live. So let's put some of this down. And let's grab our beds. So, bed... Nope. Bed, bed. And then job block. And then finally, let's throw some buttons. Apparently, I've got to put buttons on top of the job blocks. Buttons. Okay, great. And then this needs to be 2 blocks high. And then this needs to be... Oops. This needs to be slabs. There we go. And then let's actually move this. Put that there. And then our boat needs to go... Oh, I don't have my boat, which would be super helpful if I did. Our boat needs to go, like, here. Oh. Why is it not placing the boat? Do I have to take the torches out of my hand? Okay. So our boat's in place. This is all set, I think. I just need to dig this out now. And then that's where I want that. And I'm trying to think. I think I'll do... Oh, I need to grab more chests. Because I want a double chest for this. So I'm going to grab more chests. out a little further. How far are we out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is here. The only other thing I need to do in here is set up the signs and the lava. So it's like this, this, this. Okay. Wow, we have the exact right amount of signs. That's awesome. And then that. Now, I think I did that right. I certainly hope I did. I'm gonna quickly watch the tutorial again and just make sure that I did that right, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so as far as I can tell, that is set up correctly. This is it's only got to be 2 blocks high or deep. It's got the only difference that I've made with this is that I ran hoppers out of here so that way I can collect the iron a little bit easier, but I think that's all set now. So next we've got to grab our other bucket. And then where did I put that infinite water source? Right here. Okay. And we just got to throw some water down so that way... Oops, not what I meant to do. Two more buckets. Okay, so that should be good. Now the next thing we've got to do is this square that the villagers are going to live in. This 5x5 square, I think. Was this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. So we need to do 7 blocks out from each corner of pathing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then over here, it's this block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And then we just gotta just go crazy with the pathing. So let's get going on that. And let's just bring this over so that way we know where we're going with it. This looks right because I remember seeing in the video that it's only 2 on one side of the like the spawning chamber area. Okay. And then I don't remember if it shows this in the video, but I'm gonna path these blocks as well. I guess I don't need to worry about those because they they've got the slabs over it, and I don't think they're going to be able to spawn there. And then the next thing that they show is buttons all along this bad boy. Okay, and then last but not least, let's throw in a torch for these guys, just so that way, I mean, they're gonna be basically living in some kind of nightmare of being pursued by a zombie for the rest of their lives. So that will hopefully make their lives a little less bleak. So now it comes the medium fun part, which is getting 3 villagers in here. So that's going to be fun. I've heard, and I don't know if this is true, we can test this. I've heard that if you hold seeds in your hand, or maybe if you throw down seeds, villagers will follow them. But I also have a job block on me just in case. You know, Mojang really needs to release some kind of villager update where it's more feasible to move villagers around. Because getting villagers from one A to B is always a chore, and we all, I think, get tired of it. Okay, so where are all the villagers? Okay, I see a whole bunch of them in the center here. 2 of them are farmers. What happens if I do this? Okay, they're not coming towards me. What if I throw them down? Still no. It's getting late and I don't have my bed, so let me grab my bed and then we'll start with this process. It's a brand new day and we are going to shuttle some villagers, which is going to be all kinds of fun. I cannot wait to get up to this. Let's see. There's a lot of farmers in this village, which I'm wondering if I just break some of the farmer blocks, if I can get them to come over here. Let's see. Who wants to take this job block? You do, buddy. Come on. Oh. Oh. Yes! Alright, so that's 1 villager down. Now we just need to do that 2 more times. That was, I'm not going to say that was painless. There was definitely some trials and tribulations there, but it went a little smoother than I thought it would. So, also my dog is literally standing like as close to my screen as she possibly can. Oh, I didn't even need to put that one down. There he goes. He's going for it. There we go. 2 villagers down. Talk about success. All right. Now we just need to get 1 more. Not looking forward to it, but I think we can get it done. That second one was really pretty seamless, but I'm just holding my breath waiting for one of these guys to make this really difficult. I know I shouldn't say that. I'm just jinxing myself, but all right, we just need 1 more villager. Oh, have we completely depleted the supply of villagers? Oh, wait, what's this guy? Oh, this is my mending trade, isn't it? Yeah, this is my mending guy. And somehow another villager got stuck in there with him. What about this guy? This is my sticks. See, there's like 2 villagers in each of these houses, and it's like Where'd all the farmers go? Because I'd be down to convert one of the farmers. Here we go. Here we go. No? Do you want the composter instead? Oh, are you just enjoying retirement? Do you just not want to work? He keeps on looking like he's gonna come over to it, but he doesn't want to. How about the composter, buddy? Oh, I jinxed myself. I jinxed myself. He's just not interested in either. Where's the other farm? I really don't want to accidentally let out one of my trading villagers. There has to be more villagers around here. Come on, buddy. Man, he really does not want to take this job. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's a good thing. All right, make a baby villager. Oh, they got angry at each other for some reason. Oh. Oh. Oh, yes. That's so fantastic. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. Okay, so now comes the most tricky part, which is going to be getting a zombie in here, which I don't even know where to begin with that. I mean, I know obviously I need to wait until night and then see if I can't get a zombie to come in here. Oh, first things first, let's break this block so no zombies just wander in there. Okay. So now we just need to wait till night and then we can get a zombie in here and then this baby should start cranking out. So all right. So now we basically just need to wait until nighttime for a zombie to spawn. I'm not looking forward to it because I don't think you guys, if you've watched my videos and you've gotten this far into my series, you've seen that I sleep pretty much immediately every single night. I don't mess with the nighttime. It's not fun. Aggro mobs kind of freak me out. And so I would like to not deal with that, but we're going to have to just to get a zombie in here. So we're going to hang out for a little bit. It's already getting pretty late in the day, so it's not going to be too much longer. And then we will see what we can do about a zombie. I brought over some building supplies because my hope is the build that we get done today is something around this. So that way it's not just this ugly, weird little thing that we've created here. So I definitely want to get something like that put up. I was kind of thinking of going like factory industrial vibes. Something a little different for me that I think would be fun to play with. So definitely want to explore doing that and kind of mess around with that. I am going to need, I've got a decent amount of spruce, but I am going to need more oak if I want to incorporate any oak into this build. So we're going to have to do some resource gathering in order to sort of be full up on supplies. But now we just wait until the night and we see where we end up, and hopefully a zombie doesn't like get in there somehow and kill all my villagers that I just spent all the time getting in there. So all right, let's hang out and let's do this. Okay, so it is nighttime now. I am legitimately horrified. I'm so scared. I've made it through many a Minecraft night before too, and been plenty fine. But oh, there's an Enderman up there. Not gonna look at him. Not gonna look at him. But I've made it through many a Minecraft night before and been totally fine. So I don't know why I'm so scared right now. I think it's because there's like a lot riding on getting this right. Oh, there's a zombie right there. Come on, buddy. Kind of have an idea for how to do this. Yes. Okay. Oh, yes, it's already working. I know this seems like totally unnecessary, but I'm building a platform to sleep on. Okay. Now everyone can burn. Please burn. Oh, wait, I didn't cover up the zombie. I think he's okay. I like don't trust that this is okay though. Oh god. How do I get out of here? Oh god. Oh. Okay. Oh no, damn it. One of my villagers got in the boat with the zombie. Okay, so I may have broken it. I'm not sure. Because when I accidentally broke that block, I got one of my villagers went into the boat with the zombie. So another iron golem did spawn, but he spawned in the wrong spot because I had a block in the way. So let me see. Let me push him in. Okay. And if another one spawns, then I think we're still okay. If not, I might just lead another villager over here and get them to take that, and that villager will just eternally live in that boat with that zombie. We'll see. Let's see. Let's hang out for a bit and see if we can get another iron golem to spawn. Oh, okay. All right, another one spawned. So I think it's still working, even though I ended up getting a villager stuck in the chamber with the zombie. I don't know how he's not taking damage, because when I was in there, the zombie just immediately attacked me. So it may one day break if that villager somehow gets killed by the zombie. you know, I don't really know what to think, honestly. I really don't want to redo this. It wasn't a ton of work, but just to completely reset this it would be a whole hullabaloo. So let's start doing the build around it. Yeah, it's still working. It's definitely still working. So I think we're okay. I don't know how that villager isn't getting killed by the zombie, though. I want to break the bow and get him out of there, but if I do that, then I free the zombie, and I don't know what's going to happen if I do that. So, all right, well, we're gonna see where this ends up. Let's let this run for a little bit, and I'm gonna go get. Let's see, how much did we get? We already have 14. I just took 9 out of there. Let's go with the iron. Let's go. So I'm gonna go get some supplies. I definitely think I've got plenty of stone. I wanted to use some stone bricks, and we've got a pretty decent amount of those. I also need, I mean, I've got some smooth stone that I was thinking about using. I kind of want to get some andesite up in here. I also kind of, you know, I think I definitely need some more wood. So we're gonna have to do some resource gathering, and I'm gonna cut down some trees and mine up some stone, and we'll be back and we'll see if this continues to work. It's not, honestly, it's not the end of the world if that zombie kills that villager, because it would be pretty easy to get another one over and get him to take that place. So we'll just see how that works, and if it does end up happening, then it really won't be too hard. The one thing I've got to do, though, for that is I have to make sure that that villager population in that village over there continues to grow or continues to stay, you know, like, populated. So I should go over, I think I'm going to go over there with some food too at some point and feed up the remaining villagers. There's not a lot left, considering that I've trapped a lot in houses, and I should probably free some up. So yeah, so let me do some resource gathering, and then we will be back in it. All right, so we got a ton of stone. I also scooped up some copper because I thought that might be kind of cool to incorporate into the build. Got about 4.5 stacks of oak wood and 3 stacks of andesite. So I think that's pretty good. I might go grab quickly some more spruce. And then, you know, I'm not 100. I would like, honestly, if I'm going to incorporate some copper into this build, I would like a little bit more. So I'm not even 100% sure. Copper's like so prolific, but it's always the kind of thing where once you need it, you can't find it. So I'm going to see if I can find it anywhere. Oh, close that. There we go. I'm going to smelt up some of this stone. Oh, we had some. Smelt that up. All right, let's see if this bad boy is still running. All right, that villager is still next to the zombie. Right? There's still a zombie in there. Yep, there's still a zombie in there. All right. I think it's still running. So I think we're still in business here. So ridiculous. What a ridiculous situation. And I'm going to grab a few more things for the build, and then we will start going on it. All right, so we might have a little problem. I kind of AFK'd here for a little while, and then I also was gone for a bit and came back, and we still have the same amount of iron that we did before. So the farm may have stopped running, which is super disappointing. So I'm not 100% sure what the best thing to do with this is. It might be, you know, it honestly is probably just leading another villager over here. I think I gotta do that just to make sure that it's gonna run, because I don't want to leave it like partially working, you know, like hoping that because after I broke it, it still is gonna work. So I think I'm just gonna just get that over with, get one more villager over here. I'm gonna grab some food though quickly and give it to some of the villagers in the village, so that way we can get some more villagers going over there, and then I'm gonna lead one of them over here. So all right, let me get to that. There we go. Okay. All right. We're not gonna mess with it anymore. I swear. This has been such a mess, and this should have been so much simpler, but it was. I chose the simplest iron farm design too, and I made it so much more complicated. Like, we ended up with just like one random extra villager in here now, so and he's just living in the boat with the zombie. Oh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. But it looks like I finally got this working again, which is awesome. I'm so happy about it. And we've got a bunch of iron to work with, and hopefully we'll just keep getting more and more. So I guess the next thing to do is to build around it. And I've got some copper, but I don't think enough. I've got some stone smelting up, so I'm going to go grab some more of that. And then, I know, surprise, surprise, I have absolutely no plan for what this is going to look like, besides the fact that I want it to look a little bit more industrial than my normal, like I still want it to have, like, cottagecore, cozy, comfy vibes, but I want it to be a little more utilitarian. So, you know, it's not going to have, you know, as much like coziness to it, I guess. I don't know. I know I just said I wanted it cozy, but you know, so I'm going to have to kind of play with some designs and think about what I want it to look like. It's going to have to be a relatively big build because it's got to fit the iron farm inside it, and I'm gonna have to be kind of strategic about how I build it, because as I build, I'm gonna end up creating areas where the iron golems can spawn. So I'm gonna have to be like kind of careful about where I'm putting things and how it's gonna get laid out. So yeah, we're gonna have to sort of be careful about that. But other than that, I think we might be. Oh, you know what? Let me grab a few more things. But I think we might be pretty much ready to start firing away on this. So I'm gonna get some more stuff set up, and then we will dig into the build. All right, doing a little bit more deep slate mining, so that way I can get, well, some deep slate for probably the roof of the iron farm build. And look at what we found. It's got some diamonds going on here, which is fantastic. Nice big pocket of them. Got 10 diamonds from that. Let's go. Let's go. Gonna get some Gonna grab some more deep slate, and then I think we'll be looking pretty good. I also would not be opposed to finding some tuff, because I was wondering if maybe tuff would be a cool thing to incorporate into this build. But yeah, so we're gonna kind of plug away at this and just keep getting stuff ready for this build. Another pocket of diamonds. Heck yeah. Just a few, but hey, that's 14 diamonds. That's a good show. I like that. I think we've got enough deep slate. I'm gonna run around, and I just went through a couple pockets of tuff that I'm gonna grab, and then I think we should be good. Let's go. There was like a big one back here that I went through that I'd love to mine up. Uh-oh. Don't like that. I'm probably, I know this is not super kosher, but I'm probably, oh, okay, no, I'm not underneath. Because there it is. There's the ancient city. Yeah, there's the ancient city, which is literally like, I just need to see. Hello, hello. Just literally like right underneath my base, which is freaking hysterical. But I know I'm really close to that ancient city when I'm mining in these strip mines. So not gonna mess with accidentally breaking into that. All right, we got 34 diamonds, which I think is enough for a full set of armor. I'm not gonna mess with that right now. I think we're good, but all right, we have a ton of tuff too. I think that'll be a really fun thing to build with. You know, we can I think, did I bring a stone cutter over there? I'm pretty sure I did. So we got a stone cutter, we got wood. The only thing that I don't have a lot of that I would like to incorporate in is some copper. But I could go mining for some, you know. I wouldn't mind just sort of popping around. Let me put this stuff down, and then I might do a quick copper run and just get some copper tucked away for this, and then I think we should be good. Although the one thing is I just used up the last of my coal on torches. So one thing I should really think about too, another additional project that would probably be good for the future is a lava farm. That would be really good. Okay, all right. So we got a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, okay. I do have a stone cutter here. And we can put all this down. I don't even know if I'll have room for all this. I won't. I'm gonna need another chest. Why are these villagers breeding? What's going on here? If you guys have a baby, that thing's gonna run and get killed by... Oh, please don't have a baby. You shouldn't even... I never gave you any food. Oh, wait. One of these guys I think I did feed at some point. Let's see. Where are we at? Holy moly. That's some iron. All right. Yeah, I am into that. That is awesome. Okay, cool stuff. So we've got a working iron farm, which feels so good. Whoops. And I think I have enough stuff to get started on the build. So I think we're going to start firing away, and we can kind of, if we realize we need more stuff. The only other two things that I think I want for this are some copper and some dark oak. Dark oak, yeah. So, but I think we can get started. God, I keep doing that. I think we can get started and just sort of start throwing up the framework of what this is gonna look like. I know this is my second day of recording, so last night while I was laying in bed, I kind of looked up some rough ideas of what a like industrial kind of build would look like, and I think I have a pretty good idea of what I want it to look like, but I gotta play with it, you know. But you know, there are some things that are obvious, like this whole space needs to be blocked in, so we can start by doing that. So let me grab some stuff and we'll start plugging away at that. Oh, and let me turn on my recording and we can start plugging away. Oh, you know what I don't have? Oh wait, did I bring it? Oh, I do have scaffolding. Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, so we've got the supports all in place. So the next thing I want to do is fill in our walls. And I was thinking something that would be kind of cool is if we use some tuff and we kind of frame the walls with the tuff, so it's like on the outside edges there's some tuff, and not just regular tuff, tough bricks. Let's get some tough bricks going. Oh, no, I need that. Okay, that's all good. Now, the next thing that I want to do... Oh, I can't put scaffolding on grass paths, right? So the next thing I want to do is... Oops. Build up and do something like this. So this is kind of what I was going. Well, not kind of. This is what I'm going for. Sort of framing with the bricks on the outside. The one issue I'm seeing here is that I'm gonna need to make this bad boy one taller in order for this to all line up. So I'm gonna quickly just make this all taller by one, and then we should be all set. All right, I also got all the framing around the edges done. Just need to do the tops when I get up there. So kind of what I was thinking for the sort of inside portion of the walls was... Where are we? Where are we? We got stone bricks, and polished andesite. And so I was thinking mostly stone with some andesite, and maybe where the andesite is, there's just a little bit of stone bricks sort of mixed in too. So there's like a little bit of variation, but it's mostly kind of these smooth walls. And the other thing I was thinking about incorporating in, and actually I never counted this out. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. So that should be fine. I don't know what the other side is. It's definitely longer. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Wait, is this a perfect square? Oh, it is. I didn't even realize. I think because of the way the little middle farm part is shaped, I kind of assumed it was like a rectangle, but that is a perfect square because I had to do a perfect square of 7s out from there. So, okay, so we're good there. So, yeah, so this is the palette. And then I was thinking one thing that could be cool to kind of add some shape and definition to this is incorporating in, let's see. Okay, that doesn't have a wall variant, and andesite doesn't really have a, or polished andesite doesn't have a wall variant, but doing something like, so say we put that there, and then we put that there, and running that kind of thing up, you know? I'm not in love with the fact that it's all going to be brick, though. That's like the only option. I guess I could get some regular andesite and use that. I wish smoothstone had a wall variant, because that would totally solve this problem. But we can also maybe put those in strategically, so that way they make sense and they look kind of like supports or something. So yeah, we're gonna plug away at that. So we got one wall done. I'm quite pleased with the way that, you know, the texturing looks, and, you know, I might like, maybe like this block can be andesite, and maybe like this block can be andesite. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm feeling pretty good about the texturing. I'm feeling pretty good about the tough trim and these columns. I think it's good. The one thing that might change, or I might do differently, is I might put some iron bars in the middle to kind of give it like there's like windows sort of. So I don't know if I should just, I mean, I'm sure we have plenty of iron. I mean, the number of iron golems I've heard go through this thing now is pretty significant. Let's see. Yeah, we are definitely pretty flush with some iron, so we could spare some on some iron bars for sure. Let's get that rolling. That's probably plenty. And I'm trying to decide, I mean, this is 14 high or something. So if we go, I mean, even if we just go like 1, 2, let's go all the way up. Then we go 1, 2, 3, and then we... Three. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. It does kind of have like prison vibes, which aren't my favorite. I wonder if instead of iron bars we did fences. Let's try doing that and see how that looks. That's a better vibe, although I didn't go high enough with that one, but that's a much better vibe. So we're gonna do that instead, actually. So we'll change this one out. Okay, that's looking really good. I'm quite pleased with that. So we're gonna stick to this convention, and we're gonna do the rest of the other walls. I'm not gonna lie, this took me a really long time for some reason because I had to. Oh wait, I didn't do that one. Because I had to really like think it through because of the placement of the blocks. It should have been easier. I think the next couple walls will be easier because I sort of got the convention down in my head, but it took me a minute to be like, well, which one's gonna be stone and which one's gonna be andesite, and so I was sort of overthinking. Is that right? Wait, are these one, two, three, four? Yeah, okay. Um, but now that I've done it once, it should be easier to kind of copy what I just did and just recreate that on the other side. So beautiful. Wait, oh no, I didn't do. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna fix these and then I'm gonna fire away on the other walls. So just don't mind me having to fix all my mistakes. All right, so we finished the walls of these bad boys, or this bad boy. It looks pretty good. It's definitely got like a lot of shape and character and texture already to it, so that's super awesome, especially because it is just a square, but it's already not boring, you know? I think it's got like a lot of character to it to start. So there's a couple different things that need to happen now. Uh, we need to add a little bit more shape to it, which to me, for like a factory vibe, means that we need to get possibly some chimneys or like not really a tower, but just kind of like a silo type deal. We also need to get a roof on it, and I was honestly thinking a mostly flat roof. I almost thought it might be kind of cool to do like a shortly sloped roof like here, and then maybe or yeah, maybe like a shortly sloped roof on either side, and then another little bit that comes up, and then a sort of rounder roof or a shorter roof on that too. So I'm trying to think which side I want the chimneys on. I kind of like the idea of doing them around a corner. So like maybe one here and one here, and then we can do like an entryway here, or even, I mean, we don't need to build anything off for the entryway. Maybe just like a little roof, like a little awning thing here, and then doing some kind of extra structure here to enclose the entrance to the collection chamber. So that's kind of the next stuff I'd like to map out, especially because I'm sort of anxious about building the roof on here because I'm not sure if that's gonna start like if iron golems are gonna start spawning on it. I think I think so long as I use like slabs and trapdoors, we should be fine because I'm pretty sure mobs can't spawn on slabs. So I think I'm gonna just stick to like purely slabs. But even still, like having to build up the walls of the central column is gonna be a little tricky because as soon as I start placing blocks down, that's gonna be spaces for the iron golems to spawn. So we're gonna have to work kind of quickly with that. But yeah, I think it'll come together really nicely. I think the next thing is to get some chimney situations going on this. So that's gonna be the next part of this that I fire away on. Okay, so I got a significant portion of one of the chimneys done, but unfortunately I am going to need some more smooth stone, which I seem to be out of. Yes, it looks like I do not have any more smooth stone. So I've got to get some of that smelting up, and then we will keep working on the chimneys. All right, so we've got our two chimneys in place. I think they're a good height. I like the use of the tough bricks to kind of frame them out. I kind of did the same convention of mostly smooth stone with a little bit of andesite and bricks mixed in to kind of break it up. So I think we're looking good there. Now the part that I'm sort of not looking forward to getting the roof on, and I'm trying to think about the best way to go about this. You know, I ended up grabbing a little bit of or not a little bit, a bunch of dark oak, because I was thinking that could make a nice trim for the roof. So I think we're gonna use that, and let me put the rest of this down for now. So let me grab this and this and this and this. I thought I had more slabs than that. There we go, more slabs. Let's make a few more slabs just to be sure that we'll have enough, because this is gonna be a lot. Okay, I think that should be enough. And we can just start throwing up a trim around this bad boy. Let's see. Probably want to go at it from this angle. Okay, yeah, I like that. I'm going to get it on the other side, and then here is where we're going to bring up just a little bit more. Not a ton of height, maybe like even just like 3 blocks of just another sort of structure kind of coming up. I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm like almost wondering if maybe I should redo this and just go a little bit lower on it. Just because I don't want the roof to go over the height of the chimneys. The chimneys I want to be the tallest part. So maybe let's redo this actually, and let's make this a little less steep. I think that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. It just, you know, it doesn't need, like, I don't want the roof on this to have a lot of height. I want it to be like I want the star of the show to be this centerpiece that's going to come up, and then the chimneys too. I want those to sort of be the things that have a lot of height to them. So, okay, let me just grab some slabs that I dropped. There's also an Enderman like hanging out somewhere that's like freaking me out. For a minute, I thought he was coming for me because he came like running towards the build, but I guess he did his own thing. I don't know, but I'm not liking the Enderman action we're getting here. Are those even? For some reason they look uneven, but I think I'm just like looking at it weird. I'm pretty sure those are good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are good. So I think we're all set on that. And then one thing that could be kind of cool to do is to throw some sort of like supports to hold up the edge of the roof along this side. So let me grab some stairs. Maybe it's just every other. I'm trying to do this like kind of funky, but I think I need to just simplify it. No, but I don't want them. Okay, here. Let's do this. No, that's not going to work either. Oh, wait. No. Yes, it is. I'm just realizing now I did this wrong. Unless I put a slab here, I guess I could push all these out by one. How does that look? Does that look kind of chunky? No. Especially if I just do it, like if I throw a slab here. Okay, and then let's do it on the other side. So this here, this there, that there, that there, and that there. Yeah, if anything, that actually looks better because it's more proportional. Like the thickness of it kind of makes more sense against the size of the build. So I think we're good there. That's awesome. I was able to kind of, because I like realized I did it wrong and it wasn't gonna line up right, and I was able to fix that, so that's good. So, and then how does this look? Oh, that looks pretty cool. It's not a lot of detail, but it makes it just a little bit more, like there's just a little bit more like sense to it. It kind of, it's not just like hanging over the edge. There's like a little support there. So I'm gonna do that on the other side really quick. I've got to try to think, because the chimney's sort of blocking that side. So I'm going to have to build the roof sort of out of it. So if the corner is right there, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's got to start like 1 half block up. So it's got to start here, I think. I got to go to sleep, but and of course the scaffolding's all the way on the other side of the build. Wait, something's not lining up here. Oh, because I'm doing this wrong. Here, wait. Okay. That's super easy to fix. I just need to get rid of this block. There we go. Okay. All right. So I think we have our trim all in place. We've got our supports on this side too. Looks pretty fresh. I'm liking it. I think it's pretty cool. So next, so I think actually one thing I do want to do, looking at it right now, is I want to run a slab, just a single slab across here, just to sort of complete this roof line, even though there's going to be a structure in the middle. There we go. And do the same on the other side. I know I'm very low on food. I ended up having to make some bread because I have not been keeping up with my chores and breeding cows. So we need to take care of that. Okay, all right. Okay, that's perfect. Now we just need to bring up the structure that's going to rise above that roof line. So let me get some more. Do I have? Nope. Let me get some more tough bricks. While I'm at it, might as well grab what we've got left of the smooth stone. I think we can put down this for a second and fill in the do I have any more polished andesite? I don't, but I've got plenty of andesite. So let's polish you up. And regular bricks. That's what I was looking for. So this thing is going to come up here. Here. And I think I said I want it like 3 blocks. So 1, well, that's half a block. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's some good height. That's perfect. It doesn't need to be any taller than that. I was thinking it might be cool to do, maybe even in this section here, do like oak trap doors. I think that could look really cool. And then the top part, this section, I was thinking of doing out of wood. I think that would kind of add a nice contrast, because if it's all stone, it's going to be a bit much. But if we do it out of wood or something different, it doesn't have to be wood. So I'll look at what materials I have and see what might fit. But let's throw this across. I think we'll leave that for now. And then let's get this going on the other side. Okay, so now I say the next thing we should do is start filling in the roof with the actual roof material, which is going to be deep slate. And I'm a little nervous to do that because I think that's going to be the telling time as to if this is going to work the way I want it to, because I'm worried that I know mobs don't spawn on slabs when they're like half slabs, like they won't spawn on this, but will they spawn on this when it becomes a full block because you put 2 slabs on top of each other? I don't know. That's an excellent question. So maybe we should even just like test it, like throw some out there and see if like an iron golem spawns on it. Let's get going with some of that. How's that looking? Nice. Looking good. I'm so used to my roofs having so much more height to them that it feels a little awkward, but I think it's a good solution. It works for the time being. I might need to bring these chimneys up a little bit more, or like add a third one in over here or something. I mean, the other thing about this is I have to remember I'm going to put a structure coming off of here, and I'm going to put something coming off of here. And it might even be worth like throwing up some kind of support columns like in the middle or something. I don't know. so far this has been a pretty big build, and I'm quite happy with how it's coming out. So I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, it's definitely it's coming along. It's coming along. All right, all right. So we've got both of our roof sections in place. They appear to be spawn proofed. The iron golems are continuing to spawn in the pit, and they're not coming up here, which is great. I have to start firing away on this guy, which I am not 100% sure what to make him out of. I think spruce is sort of the natural option because it's what I used for the windows here, the spruce fences, and maybe that's even the solution too, is just doing this out of spruce fences. Maybe that could be kind of cool. No, I want the walls to be solid, but these center pieces can be out of could be out of spruce fences. I think that might be the move there. So, okay, we're gonna start working on that. All right, how we looking? How we looking? Pretty good. There's definitely some detailing work to be done here to make this sort of pop a little bit more, because right now it's just this very flat. What? What? Where's your trader? Is he inside the spawner? I have no idea. Oh, there he is. Dude, no. Um No, but there's definitely some detailing work to be done. I almost wonder if knocking out the center one of each of these and replacing it with tough bricks would make this feel a little less flat. I think I might do that just to kind of give it a little bit of something, because right now it's this big block of spruce and it's a little bit much. So I think I'm gonna quickly do that, and just so that way that part is just all taken care of. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, that's so much better. That looks so much better. Yeah. Yep. And then once we get there, a dark oak trim roof and more deep slate, I think will really send that and make it just feel so cohesive with everything. So I'm just going to get this side done, and then I'm going to do the roof on this, and I think we might be looking good at the overall structure of this being completed. Roof completed. I think, yeah, I think this looks pretty good. It's obviously like a massive shape, you know, like it's this giant structure. So I'm super happy. I mean, like, if you're over here, you're just gonna get a little hint of it. I obviously something this big did not belong in my valley where things are kind of nice and condensed and little guys. So I think this was the right placement for this. And it just, it's definitely coming out pretty well. It looks like it definitely has factory vibes, definitely has industrial vibes. It's a little bit more, cozy and cottagecore than just like a traditional factory, but it is pretty close to what I wanted, which is, a very utilitarian structure that just kind of serves a purpose and doesn't need to be super decorative or anything. Obviously now we're going to start adding on some stuff to make it feel a little bit more full. You know, we need our structure here. We need our structure here. I think some bits and bobs around here could make a big difference. Like even like maybe like a catwalk or something along here with like a ladder or something. So we're gonna start playing with some stuff and seeing, you know, how we can kind of make this feel a little bit more full. It's definitely, I mean, let's take a look at how it's been running. I already cleared it out once because it was, the chest was almost halfway full. So, you know, whatever it's at now, basically double it because it is. I think, and I'm pretty sure it's running quite well. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we are getting iron out the wazoo. It is fantastic. I'm so happy with it. So definitely working pretty well. So now we need to start working on our outside structures that kind of add more to it. So let me get rid of that. And let me just like look at this. I am still so, it cracks me up so much that there's just a villager like chilling in the boat with the zombie. That is the funniest thing in the world. I don't even know what to think about that. But yeah, that's just kind of a product of the process of us setting this up. So I'm thinking something a little bit more than just like a little awning off of this guy. You know, it's gonna have to be like a whole staircase thing. So let's get some more tough bricks to be able to build out the foundation of this. We're running low on tough though. I think what we got is what we got. I don't think I have any more tough, so we may have to run and grab some more if this doesn't get us there. But let's lay down a little foundation for the staircase. So I mean, it doesn't even need to be, well, no, I want it wider than that. No, 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 no. That's perfect. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. That looks great. Okay, awesome. I love the fact that there's like a little definition to this wall now with the wall instead of the blocks. I think that's got like some cool shape to it. I kind of almost want to knock some of these out and bring it down farther if I can. Oops, I always do that. Oops. Okay. So, like for instance, how many deep slate wall? Oh, I don't have a lot of these guys. Wait. I've got 4, so I can do one side. Yeah, that looks even better. Yeah, that looks great. Okay. I think I've got some stone on me, so I can make a few more stone brick walls. Hey, this is pretty cool. I like that. That's something kind of different. I wish there was just smooth stone um and polished andesite variants of walls. You know, it's the kind of thing where you're like, why isn't there, you know, some kind of variant of walls like that? Okay. All right. Let's throw a door on that bad boy. I know I had one. There we go. Really wanted to use a copper door. It just feels so, like, industrial, utilitarian kind of feel. And then that's going to oxidize and look so good. Here, let's take a look at this. Yeah, that definitely adds something. That's a nice little addition. I think that that helps. So now I feel like something needs to happen up here. And I don't know if it's even bringing that trapdoor window thing that I've made down a little bit. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. And then we could do something with some fences to kind of give it some supports. Of course I have fences on me. I seem to have everything on me. I keep on stepping away from the recording and coming back to like get stuff done for my weekend, and so I totally forget what I have on me and what I don't. What about that? How does that look? Okay, all right. And then how about, gonna need some deep slate. And what if we did like one longer? So that way it's got slightly more variation and it feels like it's not exactly the same thing. Yeah, that looks so cool. Oh, I love that. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so that kind of gives that a little bit of shape and definition to it. I should probably do the same thing on the other side. Now, one thing I was thinking might look kind of cool too. I shouldn't have done that. Oops, not where I wanted that. And I want you first, and then... That's a little too tall, I think. That's better. Should I cap it off with... I feel like I need to cap it off with something. I don't know that it can just be... Whoa. I don't know that it can just be that. I think it needs something on top. So I can try a couple different things. Yeah, that's... Yep. I like that. And then something similar here. But maybe not as tall. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Let's do something similar on the other side. I don't know if I should just copy this, or if I should play with some, like I did here, like play with some heights. So maybe on these two, I do like this one a little shorter and then this one a little taller. I think it would probably look better if I just mirrored it. So what does that mean? I've got to bring this one up by 1. This one is the same height, right? Yeah. So I just have to bring this one up by 1. Oops. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like that. I don't even know what they're supposed to be. They're like supports kind of, or braces or something. I think that looks pretty cool though. I'm into that. So nice, nice. All right, so maybe we should get going on a structure over here for the collection area. I've heard this thing cranking out. Where are we at? Oh my god. This thing's gonna overflow so fast. I should connect this to a second double chest just so that way we can like really collect, you know? So, all right, let's start playing with some designs for this. Okay, so we probably want to go at least, let's see. I was thinking of doing it on this beam here and this beam here, sending out a little sort of side piece, and that's not what I meant to say. Oh well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is probably good, I think. And we can actually grab some barrels for that. I think that'll look good. So let's get some barrels. God, those iron golems dying. Not a very good noise. Not loving that. But luckily it's not too close to my base, so we're good there. I also turned up my computer volume because I was doing some editing the other day. And I was like, why am I so quiet? And then I realized it's because I was working with my volume at like 8%, and I was like, oh, okay, so I need to turn up the volume. And now everything in the game is so much louder. Oh my god. I might turn down the... God, my master volume is so low. How is it already... I guess 1... That's a little bit better. Game sounds might be a little off, so I'm sorry if you guys can't hear anything. But just for the sake of not blowing everyone's eardrums out while we're doing this part, because the iron golems are constantly dying. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now let's build some columns up really quick. Nope, not what I wanted to do. I don't know. What are we thinking? Like 6 for this? Let's go 6 up and see what that looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 now, right? Because I didn't count the... Yeah, I think that's a good height. I don't want to go... In fact, I might even actually knock it down 1. I think that's a good height. So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, scaffolding down or up, I guess. Can't leave it. Okay. I'm slowly running out of scaffolding. I had 64 at the beginning of this, and granted, losing 2 pieces isn't that big of a deal, but it's very precious to me because I used all my string to make this scaffolding, so I need to be careful about you know, losing it. I kind of like the idea of actually keeping this style of the roof and doing it out like this way, if that makes any sense. It kind of logically to me is like if rain is falling on this, it's going to fall this way, and then it's going to hit this and it's going to go off this way, as opposed to it like changing directions and going that way all of a sudden. I think that kind of makes sense. So I know I didn't explain it well just now, but oh, and I've got everything on me. I don't know why I keep running over there like I've got to grab something. Okay, so I had to like readjust it a little bit because of the way it lined up with the wall here. It didn't quite work putting slabs on the roof, so I had to push it all forward by 1, which kind of gave it a little bit more of a curve here. Which isn't it's not, I mean, it's kind of bothering me, but it's not the end of the world. I think overall it's a great addition. I think it makes it look really nice. So now we just need to do some detailing on this. It's absurd the number of iron golems I've heard go through that. Oh, there goes another one. I mean, we've got to be... That chest has got to be at least halfway full by this point. Let's see. It's getting there. These things can come out, but holy moly. I'm so nervous about it though. Like I feel like I have bad luck when it comes to farms like that. So I'm standing near it and I'm working and I'm just like constantly checking like, is it still working? Is it still working? Did I break it? Did I break it? Like I'm so sure it's gonna break and it's probably not going to, but I have low levels of faith in anything I do when it comes to mechanics like this. So okay, we got that guy. Let's get a few more detailing pieces. I honestly think here, let's quickly do a fly around. I don't think I'm gonna do anything to this side. I think this side's good as it is. Oh, I gotta get those off of there, so I'll get those off of there. But I think this side's good as it is. This side could use something, especially because if this is gonna be a main pathway, you know, which it will end up being because I do eventually want to build a path all the way over to the zombie spawner and whatever builds I build over here. So like seeing this from this side, having this on this side kind of makes it more interesting, but this side is just so flat and plain. I need something for it. I'm not in love with the fact that this side's flat and plain, but A, not every side needs something, and B, this is the side that wouldn't have anything because it's up against the hill. So I think we're good on this side, really. I think the only thing I might do is copy the sort of detailing I did on this side with these fences and stairs, and do this thing up top too, and maybe hang some lanterns. And I think that'll be more than enough to make this side feel a little bit more dressed up. This side, we're gonna go over there and we're gonna figure it out. But let me get up there and get rid of that. And actually, do I have any more? I need some more. Let me grab some of this, and then some of that. Okay, all right. That side's got something going on with it, which I'm super pleased with. Yep. All right, and now we gotta get something going on this side. One thing we could do, which might be kind of interesting, is this is a big open flat area here. I wonder if we even, like, maybe what the move is to like knock this out. Take these out. Take those out. Actually, take all of this out. And fill it in with some tuff. And then I'm gonna need probably a bit more spruce. I don't know. Let's see how far this gets me. Probably plenty. Get one of those too. And lay it in like that. Yeah. And okay. And so the idea to me is that this is like a big bay door where you would take like deliveries in through, you know, because this is a warehouse, so you'd be having like supplies delivered and everything. So I think that could look, or that's gonna look pretty cool. Let me put these guys down. All right. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Okay. Um, and then one thing that might look kind of cool, and I'm not even sure how to do this, is like a crane or something. That's that's something I've never really attempted before. So, okay, it definitely needs to be longer. I'm wondering if instead of going one up each time, I should get rid of this and do two out, two out, two out, and then I think it might be the right size. So let's try that instead. Oh, there's an Enderman in my farm. That's no good. What if he takes a block out of there and messes it up? Oh, he did! He took a block out! No! Where did all my zombie villagers go? Where did my villagers go? Sorry, I don't know if you can tell my absolutely stunned silence that just happened. I have to get 2 more villagers over here again. And I don't even think we've got 2 villagers over there. How do I keep Endermen from coming in here and breaking the farm? What the heck? I don't even know what to do. I don't even know. I guess I've got to get another 2 villagers over here. Two of my villagers just disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. They must have died or something. I don't even know. But now it's not working. The farm stopped. Oh my god. Enderman, like seriously, nobody asked for you. Nobody wanted you. You do nothing for the game. Sorry, I am a little frustrated right now. I cannot believe that just happened, and he broke my farm, and like he shouldn't have been able to take that block, right? Because there was something on top of it. There was a I guess it doesn't matter. I guess the button doesn't really like hold it down, does it? All right, let's go see if there's more villagers over here. Because I did leave that guy over with his with a ton of food, so hopefully he hopefully they bred up some extra villagers. The creeper over there, not looking forward to dealing with that either. All right, let's get a oh, I need some dirt. All right, well, this is just the game, you know. Things break. This is what I'm talking about, though. This is why I was so anxiously watching it, because I just knew something like this was going to happen and it was going to break. Is there a type of block that Enderman can't move? I don't think so, right? I'm pretty sure Enderman can move any block. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know of a block that is Enderman proof, because I will happily rebuild this out of that. But for the time being, let's just get another. I guess the real solution is just to not spend a lot of time over here by the farm, so that way Endermen are less prone to get in there and mess it up. Honestly, though, getting villagers over here wasn't the tough part. The hardest part was getting the zombie over here and in the right spot. So I think I think this should be relatively, you know, feasible to get this up and running again. We just need to see if there's actually some villagers over here to work with. Oh, it looks like we've got a few. We've got our Fletcher, and then we've got 2 others. All right. That's 1 taken care of. This is going to be a little cumbersome because I put a whole bunch of barrels around this build, so... so it's going to be kind of a lot of work to get these guys to not attach to all those barrels. But we'll get them there. We're going to do it. Oh, villagers. I hope everyone watching this video is A, enjoying the video, and B, relating so hard to how difficult this is. This wouldn't be so much work if that damn Enderman didn't come and ruin everything. I don't know what he did. I don't get how removing that 1 block killed 2 of my villagers. Okay. All right. I don't even know. Yeah. I think that noise I just made describes what I feel like just having to do that a 3rd time now. And having to take all the barrels out of my build in order to do it correctly. And God. Okay. After that small digression, let's get back to building this crane, shall we? I just can't. I just can't. It feels so trivial now. Like, what are we even doing this for? Oh my God. What a pain in the butt. Right, we're good. These guys are good, right? We got 3 villagers in there. We've got our 1 guy chilling, totally unnecessary, but he's there. They've got their jobs. They've got their beds. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We just need to make sure nobody takes any of our blocks anymore. Swear to God. Okay, how we looking? How we looking? Okay, okay. Trying to think about what we'll... Oh, we're missing a piece of fencing here. Trying to think about what this will make this look a little bit more like a crane. I guess it has to bend back down, right? Or does it just go up? I don't know. I don't know. Let's get that piece of fence where it should be. There we go. Maybe... You know what would probably make it? Is I bet if I put an anvil facing out on it, that might work. I don't know if you can do that with anvils. Let me see. Let me make an anvil and bring that back, and we'll see if that works. Sorry, I meant a grindstone, not an anvil. Let's get up there. Hey, that worked. But what happens if I like run a piece of fence from it? Will it will that look good? I mean, it's a little disconnected, but I think it's okay. What I might do is I might get rid of this piece of fence. Also, this is running, right? It's exactly the way it was before. feel like I haven't heard an iron golem go through here in a bit. I don't know. The zombie's still in there too, right? Yeah, the zombie's still in there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But let's get rid of this piece of fence. And then we can run this down. Oh. Thought I heard an iron golem dying. Now I'm nervous for some reason this isn't working. Those are all the job blocks. Those are all their beds. It like started working for a second when that first guy came in here, or when that third guy came in here, and now it just doesn't want to work anymore. I think that's good. I think that that looks like a crane to me. I don't know. And then I was thinking we could do kind of like a supply yard here. With like barrel piles and chests and wood and maybe some iron stacked up if we didn't break the iron farm. I have no idea why this wouldn't be working. All right, so that's looking good. It's feeling fresh. I'm loving it. So now we got to get some details going on here. And I honestly think it might just be the same thing that we've done on the other sides too, of just the... Where are we? This guy and this guy. Okay. Oh my god. So I'm not sure what the mechanics are with this particular farm, you know. I'm no good at these types of things, and like I said before, when I was anxiously watching it, I was just waiting for it to break. And granted, I don't think it would have broken if it wasn't for that Enderman taking the block out and the villagers getting out in the first place. But I spent a very long time messing with this. I changed out all the blocks. I had to move the beds. I ended up having to get rid of the villagers altogether. I sacrificed them, I guess you could say. Or no, sorry, that's too grim. I rehomed them, but with my sword. Had to bring over 3 new villagers, and let me tell you, I've been working on getting this thing back up and running for literal, actual, real life days. This video is late because it took me 3 different sessions of about 2 hours of play to finally sort of troubleshoot this enough to get this to work. And I honestly, like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I can show you right now how much iron I got from the first like hour or 2 of this running full time, and it was quite a lot. And if we need more iron than that for any potential future projects, you know, if it breaks again, I'm fine with you know, knock on wood, not having to do it, but having to reset it again. But I think I was able to get it to work. So let me just, I'm running over here so that way I can show you guys how much iron I managed to collect in when it first was running the first time. So let's see. We're getting into the storage room. And Yeah, so we have a lot of iron. We have plenty of iron for all the lanterns we could need for the time being, for all the chains, for all the anvils, whatever we may need iron for. Grant, like, at this point, I think I'm past iron for tools. I think I've got a reliable source of diamonds with my strip mine that I don't really feel the need that I'm gonna need to work with iron tools again. So that's not gonna be a problem. So this farm was purely, pretty much, excuse me, pretty much exclusively for lanterns, chains, anvils, kind of aesthetic things. So and it's definitely running again, so that's awesome. So we're just gonna have to kind of keep an eye on it and just see where we land with this. I did make a couple changes. So I got rid of all the barrels that I had in the build because they were just messing with me bringing over new villagers, and I think I'm gonna leave them gone because I don't want to have to deal with breaking all the barrels again every time that if this ever happens again. Another thing I did was I replaced all the blocks that built up the enclosure with glass, because like apparently, and I'll believe it when I see it, Enderman can't pick up glass, so that should help keep the farm from breaking again in the future. And then I moved the beds. I flipped them upside down so that way, or I flipped two of them upside down so that way, for some reason that seemed to get the villagers to bind to the beds a little bit easier. And so it was a process, and I definitely learned a lot. I learned a lot about the mechanics of why iron golems spawn and how villagers get scared from zombies and just all the details and everything. So hopefully this stays working. It is what it is. If it doesn't stay working, I can live with it, considering how much iron we've gotten, and I'll keep working on it to keep it working. But if I have to reset it, like I said, it's not the end of the world. So all right, so back to the build. So the thing that I was working on when the iron farm originally broke was this crane, which I actually think came out pretty good. It definitely looks like a crane, especially with the grindstone here as kind of the pulley mechanism for it. So I think I'm quite pleased with that. I honestly don't know what much more that this side needs, besides maybe doing a little bit of terraforming to flatten it out a little bit more and turning this into like a storage yard. So I'm gonna work on doing that and kind of cleaning up this area a little bit and making it feel a little bit more industrial. And then I think we might be looking good for this build, honestly. Maybe a little bit more details, like some lanterns and some little catwalks and something and stuff, but I really think this is looking pretty good, and I'm quite pleased with the way it looks, the way it came out. I don't usually do industrial sort of looking builds like this, and I think it's definitely something new for me, but I think it really kind of worked out. So I did realize one thing I learned too is that because this is a huge enclosed, like, tall space, the Endermen come in here quite frequently. So I think that's okay, so long as they don't pick up, like, and I'm saying it now and it's gonna end up screwing me over, but so long as they don't pick up like one of these blocks, so the iron golems spawn there, or one of the like blocks that the signs are on, I think we should be good. If it does end up becoming a problem, I may lay a layer of slabs across so that way they don't come in here because it's too low. So we'll see. The thing about this whole process has been that I've seen like other content creators make this exact same, not this structure, but this exact same iron farm before, and they do it entirely out of dirt, and they make it, and it's super simple, and it just works consistently for the entire time that they have it. So the fact that it gave me this much trouble was kind of exceptional. Oops. So yeah, so I'm gonna plug away at cleaning up this area and getting this going, and then yeah, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, that looks super cool. It's like because there's gravel in this area, so like that's sort of what they use to make this. There's iron, which is being produced by the farm, so that's like being stockpiled there. The logs, you know, you can kind of imagine, like, because this has chimneys. Oh, I gotta put something on top of these chimneys too. Okay, so that's another thing. But because there's chimneys, you kind of have to imagine that they're like burning something to produce the power that they need. So the logs are kind of like that component, and then this is also made out of the tough bricks, which I think that makes sense for that to be there. So awesome. All right, and then the last thing that this area needs is like some fencing around it. So I do not have enough though. I need some more fences. Nice. Awesome. Okay, those look really good. Those look fantastic. Okay, so now I say let's just get some lanterns and some chains, and we might be looking good for this build. We might be... Oh, and I just got to clean up this over here a little bit. Okay, so we've got some lanterns. I also decided to just hang some chains just aesthetically. I'm not sure how successful they are, but I think it looks pretty nice. We've got our crane, we've got our supports, we've got our entrance, we've got our collection chamber, we've got our chimneys, which are producing some smoke. Maybe I might... Well, no, I can't put lanterns there, so not going to put lanterns there. I'm wondering if I could do something up here to make it look a little bit more industrial, or I might just leave it. I'm feeling honestly pretty good about the state of this build. You know, I love our little storage area, our kind of work zone. I love, you know, all the various bits and bobs around it, our little collection chamber, the chimneys. I honestly think we might be good to call it for this particular build, because it feels good. And if we do realize down the road that there are other details that we can add, we can always add those. But you know, this has been quite a journey for me, just trying to get this to work multiple times and having it break. I think it's broken right now, so you know, we'll see if we can get this to work again. I mean, they're all running and like scared of the zombie. Oh, it's working. Hey, okay. Well, I have no idea why it's working and why it wouldn't be working at other times, or what the deal is with it, but it seems to be going right now, so that's good stuff. Maybe it'll just kind of turn on and off. I'm not quite sure. I'll keep messing with it in my off time, you know, off camera, so that way we can sort of see how it comes out. If it even produces just a little bit of iron every day, that's totally fine with me, so long as I get just a small supply kind of rolling in from time to time. Let's see. I mean, I wonder how long it's been working for. Let's see. All right, so we got 40 in there. That's not bad. I'll take that. So, all right, let's get over to our little area over here for our outro. So let me jump into it. Oh, I lost my helmet. Oh, it's probably when I was moving the zombie around. So awesome. All right, well, thanks so much, guys, for watching the video, for joining me during this you know, challenging journey of figuring out an iron farm. Hopefully it works now and I don't have to worry about it again, but you know, it is what it is, and I'm quite pleased, even if not with the farm itself, but with the build around it. I think it's something totally different. It's super cool. I'm kind of happy it's set away from the rest of the valley, because it doesn't really exactly fit with the aesthetic of what's going on out here. I mean, it kind of does. I mean, it's got some of the like sort of cozy medieval sort of stuff going on with it, so I think that's all right. It's just scale wise so much bigger than anything else in the valley that it wouldn't have made sense anywhere closer than where it is now. So all right, I am quite pleased with that. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions for how to get this to work a little bit more reliably, what you liked about the video, what you might do differently, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.